Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoes.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. New brewery alert on the channel. One of my favorite times. From Pariah Brewing Company here in San Diego. This this label art and this beer name is fire. This is LeBron Haze. This is so fucking awesome. Per the can, this is a 7.5% alcohol by volume hazy India Pale Ale that's double dry hopped with Galaxy hops. I am a huge LeBron fan. I'm not a Laker fan, I'm just a LeBron fan. And I've told the story a bunch of times. My mom's side of my family is all from Akron. My aunt teaches at St. V's. She was his teacher when he was in high school. My cousin grew up playing football with him. We've always just been huge fans. He's been super awesome to her and our family, and he's just a rad person. So always been a LeBron guy. I will forever root for him no matter where he's at. We were stoked when the Cavs won the title in 2015 or 2016. So yeah, super cool that a brewery in San Diego made a beer off based on LeBron James. Really cool. So we got proper shirtwear, the whole nine. I've never been to, and I had never heard of Pariah until recently when they reached out on social media. So they sent me this can to review. I'm always honest with you guys when breweries send me stuff. It doesn't happen a lot, but when it does, I tell them, just like I tell you guys, I will be as honest as possible with a review. I realized, like, I got into craft beer at a weird time in my life. I moved to San Diego. I moved back to San Diego early 2011, and I already had kids. So these days, I mean, they're old. They're old enough to where they have a busy schedule, and just with sports and coaching all the time, I don't have time to visit breweries and hang out, especially in San Diego. I live in North County, San Diego, so on any day with traffic, it takes me an hour to get to San Diego. So I can't like work a 12-hour workday and then get off work and drive to San Diego, check out breweries, have a beer, and then come home. It doesn't work with my schedule. A lot of you guys make it work with your kids and your schedules. God bless you. I've never been able to find that balance. So yeah, I hadn't heard of Pariah. They just, I think, celebrated their 2nd anniversary. So I think it was Brian at Pariah who sent this, so I appreciate you, sir. Let's get into this one. We're going to use our, holy shit, I can smell that. We're going to use our yellow monkish glass. I figure yellow, yellow glass, yellow can, yellow shirt. Let's do this. I haven't been, I mean, I reviewed, we reviewed a hazy beer recently. Haven't been drinking a whole lot of hazy beers lately. It's been stouts, sours, lagers, all that good stuff. So I'm excited to check this out. And it pours that beautiful pale straw yellow color. It is Haze for Days. It is the New England style. There is a fluffy finger of like an off-white head. Super tight pack bubbles. But it looks absolutely awesome in that glassware. So yeah, I'm stoked to try this beer. I like trying beers from places I've never heard of. Trevor knows in it. Ooh, this has that like bubblegum yeasty thing. This immediately reminds me of like an awesome, intensely hopped Modern Times beer, which is not a bad thing because Modern Times is my favorite San Diego brewery. There is so much pineapple. There's a little bit of like this faint kind of citrus thing, but this is a pineapple bomb. I will say, this doesn't have, like I talk about a lot in monkish reviews, this doesn't have like that crazy dank West Coast feel to it. This is straight pineapple bomb. But there's a good soft like bread crust that's there that kind of balances all that amazingly intense pineapple note. There's actually, as I've swirled this more and it's kind of opened up, there's a good like fresh cut like herb kind of a thing, like an herbal. I mean, I say green, people say I don't use the word green correctly. I don't give a shit if I'm using it right. It's like that, think of something that's green that's intensely aromatic. It's got that thing to it. But if you like pineapple in your beer, you will love the nose of this. Let's go ahead and taste it. Cheers, and thanks to the fine folks at Pariah for sending this one. I mean, this is Galaxy hops. This actually, it's got that soft pineapple note like when I first tried green for the first time from Treehouse way back when. It's just super soft. The mouthfeel is really creamy. For being double dry hopped, it's not crazy intense, like overwhelming to your palate. the taste follows the nose perfectly. It is just a bursting amount of pineapple juice, overripe pineapple, like dripping super ripe pineapple. And as it goes across your tongue, I had talked about when I first tasted green, like basil was one of the herbs that I was smelling. It has like that intensely, basil's like a sharp kind of an herbal thing for me. It's got that like right on the middle of your tongue to the finish. It digs in a little bit with like a pithy kind of citrus rind, but it finishes just soft, pillowy juice bomb. This is more to the New England style for me than like that mix of New England and West Coast. This doesn't have like that in your face, let you know it's like a West Coast beer with like that, it kind of like that biting, bitter, pithy thing that you get from like Monkish or, you know, Modern Times does it, Moonraker beers will do it. It doesn't have that. This is one of those just crazy, soft, pillowy juice bombs. This is really, really good. I mean, again, I've never heard of this brewery before. Like, this is a very, like, an awesome first impression. This would be a fun beer to blind battle beer with green, because it has that yeasty bubblegum thing. I remember, like, I'll never forget the first time I drank and smelled that beer. It reminded me of when I was a kid. I used to chew fruit stripe gum, the one that it was like, it had like the dust on it, but it was different flavors each thing that you picked out. It has that fruit stripe gum thing, and I haven't tasted that in a beer in a long, long time. Green from Treehouse was the only beer that ever did that, and it was a Galaxy Odd beer, so it makes sense that this one would do this too. This beer is absolutely crushable. It's 7.5%. It doesn't drink that way. I mean, I've almost finished everything that I poured. I just love how pillowy it is. Excuse me. The carbonation just kind of rolls across your palate. This beer is fucking fire. And it's not just because it's named LeBron Haze. It's really, really good. So I need to definitely make my way down to Pariah. I don't know where in San Diego. I think they might be like, is it El Cajon? I don't know if it's, I don't know. Might be El Cajon, I'm not sure. It's a ways for me, so I'd have to take like a weekend, maybe get my wife to come with me, ask her if I could drink a bunch of beers down there and then have her drive me home. I don't know. But this is an awesome first beer. They sent me a couple other beers to review. The other one's a hazy beer, and then I think the other one was, it might be a Berliner, so stoked to try a different style from them too, but first impression of them, this is absolute fire. I love this beer. So that is LeBron Haze. That can is amazing, and the beer is amazing too. So I only got one of these. I wish I had more. I would send these to friends to check out. I would love to, like I said, I would love to have more of these to kind of battle beers with other Galaxy beers. I think this beer would stand up next to the big boys. I really do. So if you're local to San Diego and like me, maybe haven't heard of Pariah, go check them out, because this was a very good first impression. So I appreciate you guys sending this beer. So that is it, you guys. I'm out of here. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse, so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.